Alright, so this is video reflection for, okay, I do have my watch. I did recover my watch. Recover as in, I managed to charge it. It was out of battery for a while because I didn't have a charger. I bought a charger and I charged it and now it's working again. But I forgot to put it on because I just took a shower. Now everything makes logical sense. Okay. You might be wondering where I am. To answer your question, no, I did not commit any crimes against my roommates, and I have not moved to an isolated room by myself. What has happened is that the three homemates, that's what we call roommates living in the other room of one home, our three homemates have moved out because of personal reasons. And because of that, this room is now empty. And the great thing about this room being empty is that we as in my three roommates and I, can use this room as we see fit. One of my roommates wants to use this as a studying ground, which I totally agree with. And I plan to use this space that I'm sitting in right here to put a pull-up and dips equipment for working out. One of the big things that I lack, that I think I lack in terms of physicality, is back muscles. And the reason is you can't really exercise your back when you're in KMLA because it's difficult to do. There's not really a lot of equipment that targets the back. You can have dumbbells, you can't really have barbells. You can have dumbbells, push-up bars, which are like those like D-shaped things that people hold on to when they do push-ups. And that's kind of it. So you can do bicep curls, tricep pull extensions, push-ups, planks. You can even do deadlifts, but you can't really target your back. And by back, I mean your lateral muscles. The reason this is important, I think, is because two things. One is practicality and the other is physique. Practicality, when you're studying, you study like this. And so when you study for extended periods of time, your neck is going to go like that, but also your body is going to shift inward like that. Okay. Now, this is, and then when this becomes the comfortable normal state, it becomes difficult to reverse if you're only training your frontal muscles, because if you do that, it's going to shorten these muscle tendons and you're going to have a smaller, more folded physique. Whereas if you were to train your back muscles, upper back muscles, you'd be able to unfold that part, and that would give you a broader physique overall. So that's practicality. But also in terms of physique, I believe, I don't know if this is just like urban myths or scientifically proven fact, but back muscles, especially lateral muscles, I believe help you to look like you have wider shoulders. And I think wider shoulders look cool, so I would love that. So yes, so I was trying to find a way to work out my back muscles, and and since this room's empty, me and one of my roommates have decided to divvy up the funds and just put a pull-up bar and dips bar here, so that way we can work out here. So that's about 4 minutes of me nonstop talking about working out. That's not the main point of this video reflection. There's actually a couple things I wanted to mention. The main thing and the biggest thing is about the musical. We're having a school musical, tomorrow technically, because today's Sunday and it's past midnight. Yeah. So tomorrow, we're having a school musical tomorrow. And so tomorrow's, okay, so technically tomorrow is Sunday. Well, technically today is Sunday because it's like 12, 13, 14, something like that. And the day after tomorrow is Monday. We're having a musical on Monday, and we're going to spend basically the entirety of tomorrow studying. Not studying, rehearsing for the musical. I'm going to spend most of that time studying because I have a microecon exam on Monday. Now, does that mean I'm going to be slacking off on the musical? No, because my part's very small. It's a bit part along with my other roommate who's also having a bit part. We are featured in the musical as cops, a waiter, him as a drunkard who dies, and both of us as cafe workers, basically. Yeah. So even though our contribution to the musical is very small, we're still enjoying ourselves a whole lot backstage and during this preparation period. It's just fun. It's really just very enjoyable and encouraging and fulfilling to just watch the juniors prepare for a musical. They're doing a fantastic job, and I hope that it comes along very nicely and everybody likes it, because I, for one, know firsthand how much time and effort they put into that. And that's a lot of time and effort that they put into that. So, yeah. So the school musical is on Monday. That's one of the big things, one of the big updates that I have in my life. Fun thing about the musical, we were having like a fashion show with my roommates for the props and our costumes, and I had to dress up as a cop, right? And since we forgot to purchase cop uniforms, and also because this musical takes place. This musical takes place in like 20th century, mid 20th century, back in that time. So I found this leather jacket that was apparently abandoned by someone, and the dorm office was keeping it. So I borrowed that jacket, and yeah, I borrowed that jacket, and I really like leather jackets now. I tried it on, and it fits really nicely, and I think it's really cool. So I'm looking around to buy a leather jacket myself, and from what I've seen, it's actually not that expensive. I was expecting somewhere along the lines of like $200 to $300, but no, it's more like 90 to 150. That's basically it. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I plan on buying one in the near future, if possible. Okay, so, and I also tried on some like baggy jeans, like boots cut jeans. Those are cool, but incredibly comfortable. So I'm definitely buying those too. Yeah, so it's going along nicely. It's pretty fun. That's about it. That's about all I have to mention. Actually, I think there are a couple other things that I have to mention. Okay. The other one is that the Blue Ocean competition that I was planning to submit with Project Null, we ditched that competition entirely because me and Charles was finalizing the script, and we couldn't find a way to fit our project into the template that they gave us, which is the ERRC grid, the 3 tiers of non-customers, and the strategy canvas. I don't understand why we need to fit our project, which is a lot more complex than this grid can handle, into this grid to simplify it and compare it to existing markets. Actually, I understand why they want us to do it, but they could have just made it optional. They say on their website that if you do not use the proper Blue Ocean tools, you do not stand a chance. That to me feels like a threat and just very very pretentious. And I don't think our project needs to fit into that category. It's a lot more complex and I think very unique and original, but it also doesn't fit inside of that grid. It's very difficult to quantify that. But what preparing for Blue Ocean helped us with is it did help us make our ideas and our vision and our direction for Project Null more concrete, since we talked about it a lot during preparation. Yeah, so that's about it. What else do I have to mention? I think that's really it. Okay, so I will return to film another video reflection, hopefully on Monday. I don't think anything interesting is going to happen tomorrow. So hopefully on Monday I'll film another video reflection about the school musical and how that went. Okay, so that sounds great. Have a lovely day. And I'll also film another one when we get the... I'll definitely film one on Monday because we're getting the pull-up bar on Monday. The musicals finishing on Monday. My micro exams going to be on Monday. Monday's packed. Okay, so that's about it. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Not tomorrow. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.